Okay, hello everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before I continue to the event, I want to make sure that the voice of mine is clear enough in your audio. So please give your reactions or comment to the chat if my voice is clear enough.
Hello.
Hello, Professor.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so excited to be moderator in this event. So yeah.
Thank you.
So we'll start from now. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So everyone, you can comment to the chat to show your spirit so we can lead this event with enthusiasm. Well, okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Tazkia Youth Preneur International Seminar 2025. Before I continue to the event, let me introduce myself as being moderator here. My name is Tuhfatul Mubarokah Assalamah. You can address me as Eva. I'm a doctoral student from Airlangga University and LPDP Awardee 2024. It is an honor for me to be here and being moderator. This event is organized by Tazkia Islamic University College, and the topic we'll be discussing is about individual differences and entrepreneurial opportunity recognitions. So let's talk about Tazkia Preneur Competition 2025. Well, this event with the theme Empowering Youth Preneurs, Digital Innovations for Sustainable Growth. The event features an international seminar with global speakers, a business bootcamp scheduled from January 24 to February 2, 2025. And of course, a business plan competitions to open for high school students and university students. Registrations for the competitions run from January 1 to January 24, 2025. So we still have a time. So make sure that you don't miss the opportunity to join and unleash your entrepreneurial potential. Before we begin, let us start this auspicious event by reciting the Holy Quran. So please welcome Muhammad Fauzan Akmal Ramadan to lead us in the recitation.
Di sini. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. تبارك الذي جعل في السماء بروجا وجعل فيها سراجا وقمرا منيرا وهو الذي جعل الليل والنهار خلفة لمن أراد أن يذكر أو أراد شكورا وعباد الرحمن الذين يمشون على الأرض حونا وإذا خاطبهم الجاهلون قالوا سلاما والذين يبيتون لربهم سجدا وقياما والذين يقولون ربنا اصرف عنا عذاب جهنم إن عذابها كان غراما إنها ساءت مستقرا ومقاما والذين إذا أنفقوا لم يسرفوا ولم يقتروا والذين إذا أنفقوا لم يسرفوا ولم يقتروا وكان بين ذلك قواما والذين لا يدعون مع الله إلها آخر ولا يقتلون النفس التي حرم الله إلا بالحق ولا يزنون ومن يفعل ذلك يلقى أثاما يضاعف له العذاب يوم القيامة ويخلد فيه مهانا إلا من تاب وآمن وعمل صالحا فأولئك يبدل الله سيئاتهم حسنات وكان الله غفورا رحيما. صدق الله العظيم. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum. Thank you very much, Brother Muhammad, for the beautiful recitations made bless our event today. Now, it is my pleasure to invite Dr. Hendrasto, M.Si, Vice Rector for Marketing and Corporations at Tazkia Islamic University College, to deliver their welcome speech. Dr. Hendrasto, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Ms. Tuhfatul. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Allahumma shalli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. Good morning, everyone. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to our esteemed speaker for today, Mr. Prof. Ashgar Afshar Jahanshahi. If I hope I correct the spell that, Prof. I'm sorry. And he is from Entrepreneurial Initiative IPADE Business School, Mexico. And also I want to express my gratitude to our moderator for today, Ms. Tuhfatul Mubarokah, Assalamah. And of course, all of the participants of the Youth Preneur 2025, especially in this international seminar. Dear participant, this event is not just another seminar, but it's also a statement that we embrace challenges, embrace the spirit of innovation, creativity, and of course, the courage for the younger generation to strive in the world of entrepreneurship. As we all know, entrepreneurship today is on very critical moment because the challenges that we are facing now, especially from the technological, the rapid growth of the artificial intelligence, challenges in regional, of course, because of tension of war. But this event, especially, is a statement that we, young generation, especially, are consistently try to make this world a better place through entrepreneurship. In Indonesia, we are facing so many challenges, but on the side of that, we also have so many potential. For your information, in Indonesia, we have lots of potential, especially natural resources potential. We have number 4th biggest of human resources, and many data show that especially in the digital economic growth, Indonesia is have the potential to reach $146 billion economy worth in 2025. So in that many potential, Indonesia, all the guidance that we can have, especially today we will have guidance from Prof. Asghar, how to create entrepreneur and harnessing this potential that Indonesia have. I want to highlight also the critical role of youth in driving economic growth. Our young generation in Indonesia is our greatest asset, and it's representing 16% of the global population. So in this youth generation, we are hoping that they will display innovation, creativity, and create a business that will shape the world once again a better place. So I hope once again Prof. Asghar could give us guidance from your expertise and experience how to develop entrepreneurship behavior and create a successful business in today's complex business environment. Ladies and gentlemen, have a pleasant discussion. Once again, I thank you all for attending this seminar, and hopefully this seminar, this event will give you inspiration and the energy to thrive as an entrepreneur in this world. Once again, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Dr. Hendrasto, for your inspiring remarks. We truly appreciate your insight and encouragement. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me briefly introduce today's agenda. We'll begin with our guest speaker, followed by conclusions and presentations of certificate. Are you ready for this? But we still have things to do before we proceed. It is my honor to introduce our vice chair of this event, Ms. Naura Husna Akila, will deliver her opening remarks. Ms. Naura, take your time.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Tuhfatul. Is my voice clearly enough?
Yes.
Okay. Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished speakers, honorable guests, respected judges, sponsors, and all participants. It is truly an honor for me to present here today as the Vice Chairperson of Tazkia Youth Preneur Competition 2025. Alhamdulillah, we thank to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for granting us health and the opportunity to gather in this prestigious international seminar. This annual event is more than just a competition. It is a platform to nurture the entrepreneurial spirit guided by Islamic designed to empower youth as a future change makers. With this year's theme, Empowering Youthpreneurs, Digital Innovations for Sustainable Growth, we aim to inspire innovation and resilience in the ever-changing world of entrepreneurship. Through today's international seminar, we are privileged to learn from world-class experts who will share valuable insights and experiences that we believe will broaden your perspective and spark new ideas. This seminar is just one of the highlights of Tazkia Youth Preneur Competition, which also includes a business bootcamp and a business plan competition for high school and university students. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to express my deepest gratitude to everyone who has contributed to the success of today's seminar. First, to our distinguished speakers, Professor Asghar Afshar Jahanshahi. Thank you for taking the time to share your expertise and inspire our audience today. To Mr. Hendrasto, your unwavering support has been invaluable for us. To our moderator, Ms. Tuhfatul Mubarokah Assalamah, thank you for facilitating today's discussion and ensuring everything runs smoothly. And then to the incredible committee team, thank you for your dedication and hard work behind the scenes. Your efforts have truly brought this event to life. And finally, to all the participants, thank you for your enthusiasm, commitment, and passion for learning. Without you, this event wouldn't have the same energy and purpose. Dear participants, this event is not just about competing or winning. It's about to daring, to dream big, to innovate, to collaborate, and it's about creating real impact through entrepreneurial solutions that address real-world challenges. My hope is that this event becoming a stepping stone for all of us to contribute meaningfully to society, both locally and globally. Once again, welcome to the International Seminar of Tazkia Youth Preneur Competition 2025. May this be an insightful and inspiring session for us today. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Ms. Naura, for your warm and thoughtful remarks. I really appreciate that. Okay, this is what we are waiting for. But let me introduce our wonderful keynote speaker, Professor Asghar Afshar Jahanshahi. And before he will give us a lot of knowledge, but I want to highlight the CV of him. He is a research professor of strategy and innovations at IPADE in Cisco, Mexico, and has an extensive academic and professional background spanning multiple countries, including Peru, Malaysia, and Iran. Professor Jahanshahi holds a PhD Business Administration and has conducted postdoctoral research at prestigious Pontifical Catholic University of Chile, ranked #1 in Latin America by QS. Which is amazing. He has also published numerous high-impact journal articles, including the Academic of Management Journal and American Psychologist. His research focuses on entrepreneurship under uncertainty, strategic behaviors of CEO, and workplace sustainability. He's also recipient of the Most Productive Researcher Awards and Best Paper nominations at global conferences. Professor Jahanshahi is leading voice in entrepreneurial innovations and strategy. Today, he will share his insight on individual differences and entrepreneurial opportunity recognitions. And without further ado, let us welcome our keynote speaker to the virtual stage. Please welcome Professor Asghar Afshar Jahanshahi. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much for your warm words about my background. I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay, my name is Asghar. That is not difficult for you to pronounce it, but my surname, I don't think you are pronouncing correctly, but that's okay. I have spent around 17, 18 years of my life outside of my country, and I never find somebody pronounce my surname correctly. That's totally fine with me. So could you please let me share my presentation here. I'm quite excited to be here and to talk with this young generation from Indonesia. It's my first time, actually. I have been in South Asia for almost a couple of years, 4 years in India and 1 year and a half in Malaysia, but I never had the opportunity to visit your beautiful country. I hope one day I can find such an opportunity. So I'm a researcher in entrepreneurship, but beside of the entrepreneurship, also I'm doing research about the strategy of the company. I'm trying to know how the different personal characteristic of the CEO, top managers, entrepreneurs, how this characteristic impacting to the decision they are making in the company, and how the strategic decision they are making impact to the company performance and survival. That is my main research line. Also, I'm doing research about entrepreneurs and how they are managing their businesses, and mostly I'm using the psychology literature and different theories from the psychology to apply those phenomena and concept in the business and entrepreneurship. And today I'm going to talk a bit about the entrepreneurship and what we are expecting in these days and in coming years about entrepreneurship, and which kind of the changes we are going to face in coming years. And next, I'm going to share with you some of my research findings about the entrepreneurship and the intention of the different type of the people to start new businesses, why they are starting, and which kind of the characteristic they have. I hope you enjoy. And anytime you want to ask a question, you can wait until the end, or you can jump in anytime. And if you have challenging question or the difficult question, Dr. Noor is here. Dr. Tof is I can pronounce, okay? She's also here to answer your challenging question. But if you have very easygoing question, yeah, please feel free to reach me. My email is here also. You can search my name. You can easily find my email address if later if you have more question. So let's start this interesting presentation. Yeah, let's start. Can you see my presentation?
Yes, Professor, it's clear.
It's good. That's good. That's good. So when we are talking about entrepreneurship, we are talking about something which is not exist yet. We are talking about the future. We are talking about the intention of the person to start a new businesses and going to impact, to doing some impact, to producing some product, services, and going to change the current situation. And the time we are talking about entrepreneurship, the entrepreneurship is about the future. Entrepreneurship doesn't have anything about what happened in the past, not too much about the present. Entrepreneurship is about the future. And when we are talking about the future is uncertain, future is unpredictable, and future is constantly changing. It's not something similar to today. Future is going to be completely different from what today brought for us. Future, when we are talking about the changes, that means there are a lot of opportunity out there for you, and there are also a lot of the challenges future going to bring for you. And we are in the I can say we are in the beginning of the biggest revolution and changes in the world in terms of the technology, in terms of the what's happening in the environment, the climate, what's happening in terms of the economy in different countries, and in terms of the social and demographical. We are seeing a big changes in all of this, in all of this aspect. And as I said, providing opportunity for you as entrepreneurs also going to give you a lot of challenges. And the first one is technology. A lot of people talking about the technology and how it's changing. Just you need to open your eyes. It's changing in a quiet, unpredictable, and very fast way. The way we are seeing the changes in IA, in robotic, in digital communication, in biotechnology, in space is amazing. It's amazing. AI changing almost everything, changing the business models, changing even the way we are thinking. And even though changing the way we are learning the robotic, big changes in the manufacturing sector. Digital communication, we were talking about the internet just quite 3 decades ago. Now we are talking about 5G. We are talking about the Starlink. We are talking about unlimited internet access for everyone, any places. Just imagine in a very, very short time, we could, handle the big pandemic, COVID pandemic, and we found, vaccine just in 1 year. That is amazing. In a space also, we have a big revolution and changes. So changing are just in front of you. The next factors, which is going to be critical for the entrepreneurs or those who are thinking about starting a new business, is considering the climate and environmental changes, which is going to provide both challenges and both opportunity for us. The first one, the climate changes. When we are saying about the climate changes, that means we are going to face a lot of difficulty with the water, with the minerals, with the, the raw materials which we needed for our company. And if you are thinking to start a business, you have to think about how you can use more effectively your current resources. That is the business model which you are going to think about it. should be able to use the resource efficiency 100%, because we are in the middle of the climate and environmental changes, and resource scarcity is going to be one of the main, and is one of the main outcome of the climate changes. In the other side, the government in different countries, they are putting a lot of regulatory pressures to the entrepreneurs, and you need to take care of a lot of environmental rules and regulation. So if you are thinking about starting your new businesses, you need to think about a sustainable business model. Sustainable business model. Disrupted supply chain is another challenges because of the climate change, and going to put a lot of difficulty for the small businesses which doesn't have enough financial resources. That is another challenges climate change causing. And the next which I'm going to explain a little bit more is consumer expectation. We are going to have a new generation, and I'm going to talk about this new generation and how this new generation are different. This new generation are different. They are thinking differently. They are not such as us. They are more environmentally oriented. They have more awareness about what's happening outside of the business, in the business context and outside of this world. So climate change also provide a lot of opportunity for new entrepreneurs. If you know, as business entrepreneurs, you can think about starting new businesses in the renewable energy. You can think about starting a new business in green technology, how to provide eco-friendly green products to the customers and to the customers, how you can help some of the company to reduce the carbon they are generating, how you can provide some climate resilient infrastructures for the different companies. Clean waters also is another opportunity here, and thinking about sustainable transportation, sustainable agriculture, waste management, circular energy. Those are the opportunity there because of the climate change, because of the negative impact of the climate change. We have social and demographical changes. A lot of developing countries facing, aging population. And in the other side, the countries such as Indonesia, the countries in Middle East, in Africa, they are having more young population. Both aging population and young population providing different type of the opportunity, business opportunity. If you are thinking about starting in a developed country and new businesses, you can think about providing healthcare services for the elders, some for travel agency, leisure, this kind of the businesses. But when you have a young population such as Indonesia, you need to think about starting business more in technology oriented. Technology. I'm going to explain why technology is critical when you have a very young population. Technology-based e-commerce, fashion, and gaming, those are the opportunity for the entrepreneurs. So let me introduce one of the very, very interesting generation which are around of us. We don't have them here right now. They born in between 2010 and 2024. They are, the youngest one is just born, and then the youngest one has almost 1 month. The oldest one has 14 years. We call them as Generation Alpha. Generation Alpha, they have a very unique characteristics. They never saw the world without internet. Can you imagine? When I was 10 years old, 15 years old, we didn't have internet. During, I think I was 18 or 17, 18, we start to use internet. So we are talking about a different kind of the generation. Different kind of the generation, and how they are different. This generation, they are just technology oriented. They are spending a lot of time in the electronic devices, in a screen time. The screen time of this generation is more than 3 hours per day. They are great in using technology, different type of devices. They have, most of them, they have account in the social media. They know how to use the social media. They are spending around 4 hours and 44 minutes per day just online, to be online. They are start to buying online. They are start online shopping, and it's increasing day by day, the habit of buying online shopping. And they are kind of independent. They are different from our generation. They are independent. They are making decision about what they are, which kind of app they are using, which, even though they are thinking about which kind of the food they prefer to eat. And even though they are, most of the time, they are meeting their friend online. Now you can see how they are different from us. They are kind of, digital person. They are a different person. So they are interacting with the brand, and this, they are deciding which kind of the application they are using. And previously we was thinking about, targeting the parent as a business, targeting their parent. Now we need to think about how we are going to target themselves, this generation directly, not the parents. They are taking, they are taking control over the family. I have no idea how many of you have this generation in your home, but they are taking control, and they are making their own decision about what they use, which kind of application they use, which kind of gaming, and which, even though, and not, unfortunately, paying a lot of attention to the traditional education. They are mostly looking and following the influencer, and not such as our generation. We were looking to, for, always going to a to kind of, traditional way of the learning. But this generation, they are different. They are looking, taking, following the influencer, and they are spending time in mobile shopping, and they are very good in shopping. And that's what's the last characteristic of this generation is they are more information about what's happening around. And since they have a living in an online world, they are connected with a different culture. They have a kind of globally mindset, and they are more concerned about the climate change and the environment because they have more information. That is their concern. So you are a business, you are thinking about starting a new business, and one group of your customers going to be generation alpha. How you are going to treat them, how you are going to reach them, how you are going to make them as your customers. If you are thinking if your product and the service is going to be something useful for this, and your target market is the generation alpha, you need to have a kind of, innovative, creative, technology-based product and the services, and make sure your product, the way you are presenting your product, your marketing, you are using the AI and the other new and technologies. You need to have application, a mobile friendly application, because they are not seeing your advertisement in the billboards. No, they are not out there. They are in the online world. You need to have a kind of, a mobile friendly application, and gamification can be another part of your application. Think about how you can apply kind of gaming in your platform or in your website. So recommendation for reaching this group of the customers for you as a new entrepreneurs. Be present where they are. They are in the YouTube, they are in the TikTok, they are in the Instagram, they are here. They are not in the street, they are not playing, I don't know, football or no, they are not there, unfortunately. They are different. They are online. And try to make a kind of purpose driving marketing. Try to make your product eco-friendly, environmentally friendly, because this generation are more concerned about the environment and how they are going to make positive or negative impact on the environment. So use the influencer. If you are investing on marketing and advertising, use the influencer to tell your story inside of the traditional way of the marketing. And since they are independent, they are different, they are independent, try to add some features such as do it by yourself, something like that, to your I'm going to say your application or your product and your services. So that was the first part. I hope you enjoyed the first part. I'm sure you are not having any question. So could you please, open this survey and answer one or two question here. You can just use the barcode, or I can share the. Let me how I can share the link here in the chat. Also, the link is here. Let me leave it in the. Let me know if you have access to the. I have no idea why I can't send a direct.
Yes, and the comment already copied the link, Professor.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Let me share to see how many answered the survey. So far, we have 7 responses. Go ahead and answer this very simple question. Can you see the survey I'm sharing? Yes?
It's only on the PPT for fine.
No. I'm sharing the. Let me stop sharing the PPT.
Not yet. No.
Yeah. No, it's not this.
So all participants can do.
Yeah,
the
please.
link form, right? So yes,
Yeah.
everyone, you can click on the link that already commented on the chat box.
So far we received, let me see, 17 responses. How many people are here? I think we have more than 17. We have 86. Go ahead, please.
Perhaps we can give the audience like about 3 minutes to
Yeah.
participate. Okay.
31 responses. 32. And 40 responses. 43.
That's almost more than a half.
Yeah, yeah. And let me share. Yeah, the question is very simple. How do you see the future, the near future, which is 2025, 2026? How do you see the future? I was, searching information about the Indonesia, and I came to very interesting research here. Very interesting, have a lot of, can you see my presentation? Could you please confirm?
Yes.
Yeah, I found very interesting information here among 34 countries, which, they have done a survey, and they use around 23,000 responses from these 34 countries, and who is the first in terms of how being optimistic about the future, about the near future, about the 2025. And Indonesia came first. That was amazing. That means the country, yeah, I'm sure if you do it in Iran, most probably you are going to see at least 60, 65 to 70%. They are going to say we are not at all optimistic about what's happening in 2025 for the country. But that is amazing. Indonesia came first. So that is because one of main part of the entrepreneurship is being optimistic about the future. When you are optimistic, you are thinking positively about the future, you can make a positive changes in your life and in others. And if you are full of negative thinking and mindset, so you can't be entrepreneurs, you can't do any kind of the changes. So the next is most probably your country has a high percentage of your country is a young generation, because usually when the country is very young, they are more optimistic about the future. And if you consider a young and old country, most probably the country which the population are old, they are more pessimistic about the future. They are not a lot optimistic, but the percentage is very high. 90% of those who answer to this survey, they believe that the 2025 is going to be excellent, is going to be something better than 2020, 2024. Let's see our result. We have 53 responses and we got almost the same. We got almost the same result here. Here also the optimistic is 100%. Nobody about in general is 100%, but is about the mental and how you are thinking positively about your mental and physical health in the coming year. We have only 96% who are thinking it's going to be better. So if you're concerned about the new technologies, about the artificial intelligence and the other technologies, and you think they are going create new jobs, these new technologies? Yeah, 75% believe yes, they are going to create job. But if you look at to the anxiety question, the last one, they are around 10% who are extremely concerned, which they are thinking their artificial intelligence is going to be, it's a kind of replacement for the human resources, and they're going to lose the job because of the artificial intelligence. So let's back to our presentation. In the second part of my presentation, in the second part, I'm going to focus more on my research, what I'm doing as a researcher in the entrepreneurship context, and what I found in my different research studies. Let me explain in a very simple way. For me, each person is a unique person. You have unique personality, you have unique thinking style, you have in terms of the way you are living your life, in the way you are thinking, the value you have, the everything, all is unique. All is unique, and you are not similar to the others. You are a unique person. That is the main principle of my research, and I'm trying to see how having different personality, thinking style, value, political ideology, being ethical or not ethical, how these different characteristics impact your decision and intention to become, for instance, entrepreneurs, to become social entrepreneurs. And that is the kind of research I'm doing. Can you hear me? Sorry, I'm thinking I lost the connection. Can you hear me?
Yes, clear.
That's good. So for me, everyone see the world through their own lens, through their own eyes. If you have a different cultural background, family background, your cultural background, your personality, your cognition style, thinking style, the belief you have, value you are taking care, or value which are important for you, your past experience, all of them, they are impacting to the decision of you to become entrepreneurs or not, or not. So, for instance, if you are coming from a high income class family, when you are starting a business, most probably you are going to start in a very shorter time. But when you are coming from a low income class family, and you are suffering from a financial issue, and you most probably going to spend more time to evaluate the situation, to think and rethink, to plan, and then revise your plan, and then putting a lot of time and investigation before starting your business. I'm going to share 2 or 3 research findings which I had related to the intention to become a social entrepreneurs, or intention to become commercial entrepreneurs. In one of my research, we consider the personality of the peoples, and we consider 3 dark personality. I have no idea if you heard about this dark personality or negative personality, and I try to know whether peoples with negative or with the dark personality, they have more intention to become social entrepreneurs, or they have more intention to become commercial entrepreneurs. And we consider 3 different dark personality in our research: Machiavellism, psychopath, and narcissism. And let me explain briefly these 3 concepts. Machiavellism means you are not taking care of the ethics rules. You're trying to reach your goals by using any means. For you, reaching your destination is the most important. It doesn't matter in which way you are going. So, and you are highly focused on yourself, and the main and most important thing for you as a Machiavellism person is to reaching your goal and your objective, and you don't care about the ethics, the way you are reaching. And you may use the manipulation, you may use I don't know, any kind of the means to reach your goal. The second one is narcissism, which we are seeing a lot of these people around of us. They are thinking the world just is there because of them. Self-importance, inflated sense, self-importance. They are always looking for attention, and their lack of empathy for what's happening to the others, and they think they are superiors to the others. Narcissism, self-centered personality type. And the last one is psychopath. Psychopath is the most antisocial behavior or personality someone can have. They are aggressive people. They have a kind easily. They are lying, and they don't care. They don't feel, guilt, or they don't care about the others. They are bold, and they are arrogance, and they don't, they lack of the empathy for the others, and they don't. Most of the time, also, they are hurting others by their behaviors. We use data from around 2,400 people from different 9 countries in Latin America. You can see our data in terms of the gender, and the countries are different in terms of the being, for instance, Machiavellism. In terms of the Machiavellism, we found Chile highest score in the region, and Peru has the lowest score in terms of the Machiavellism. In terms of the psychopath, Mexico, the country which I'm living, has the highest score, and the lowest score is Cuba. And in terms of the narcissism, also we have Chile highest score, and the lowest scores also is Ecuador. And the interesting part is here. Ladies and gentlemen, how men and women are different in terms of the dark personality. As you can see, we find an interesting result here. In all of these 3 personalities, man has the higher score than female. In terms of the narcissism, we are a bit close, but in terms of the psychopath and in terms of Machiavellism, we are quite higher than females. In terms of the dark personality, congratulations to all of the men who attended in my presentation. I hope you enjoy your dark personality. So, what is my research saying about having the dark personality and intention to become social or commercial and entrepreneurs? In our research, we found that they are not interested to become social entrepreneurs, because you are creating a social enterprises to make a positive impact to the society. You are going to start a social enterprises to help those who need it, who are in need, and is about the others. You are not thinking about making profit, but all the 3 dark personality was strongly, correlated with intention to become a commercial entrepreneurs. So let's move to the light personality, the other side, the positive side. The positive, if you have a positive personality, we consider 3: faith in humanity. You are is about human and being fundamentally a good person, is making a positive impact to the society, volunteering or at a event and helping the others, for instance. The second one is humanism, is about the individual, how you're thinking about the dignity, about the right, about the justice, about the ethics, humanism. And then the Kantism, or which comes from the Immanuel Kant, philosopher from France, if I'm not wrong, is talking about following the rules, following the ethics rules, regardless of what consequences this going to bring us, positive or negative. Always following the ethical rules in any situation. So, interesting result we found here. Having more light personality increase both becoming social entrepreneurs and providing help and assistance to the people who are in need, and also positively also predicted intention to become a commercial entrepreneurs. Both was positive. Let's see the interesting part. If you are from Indonesia or you are from one of these countries in this table, how we tested this relation and the next relationship, which I'm going to explain, with using data from here in this table. We have 26, but we end up with 31 countries in our research. And I'm the person who leading this project, this project, the multinational project. So let's see how the countries are different in terms of the light personality, dark personality, intention to become social entrepreneurs, and intention to become commercial entrepreneurs. We first start in the second columns. In the first column, you can see the name of the country, starting with Iran, Afghanistan, India, Turkey, Colombia, Mexico, Peru, and we have Indonesia in almost at the end of the table, before Brazil, and after that we have Bolivia, Nigeria, France. We have in the second column, you can see the number of the responses we collected in our project, in our research from this general population of these countries. For instance, from Iran, we have 405 responses, or from Sri Lanka, for instance, we have 301. From Indonesia, we have 235 responses, and from France, for instance, we have 150. Totally, I think we end up with 8,000 something, and the result I'm sharing, I already shared here, and here is coming from this from this data set. So in terms of the light personality, faith in humanism, if you can see, I'm going to compare Indonesia score with the rest. In the last, you can see the average score for all of this personality and entrepreneurial intention. So in terms of faith in humanity, the score of the Indonesia is 5.14 out of 7. We have used the 7 scale, 7-point scale, 7-point Likert scale. So the total score can be between 1 to 7. So the score of Indonesia in terms of faith in humanity is 5.14, and we have the highest score from Saudi Arabia in terms of faith of humanity. In terms of humanism, how you're thinking about value and ethical values, and about the other people's, about the justice, about ethics. The score of Indonesia is 5.58. The average, higher than the average is 5.45. And here we have Brazil as the highest score in terms of the humanism. In terms of Kantism, or how you are following ethical rules regardless of what outcome is going to bring for you. We have the highest score Iran, and then we have the score of Indonesia is 5.556. Again, is higher than the average, score, which is 5.35. That is the light personality. You can see here is the light personality score, 3 different light personality. They are positive characteristic we have. In terms of the dark personality, the first I'm starting with Machiavellism, using any means to reach your goal. And the highest score of Indonesia is 2.76. The highest score highest score belong to the Sri Lanka, and we should look for the lowest score, because having Machiavellism is not something positive. I think the lowest score, if I'm not wrong, is Egypt. Egypt in terms of the Machiavellism. So if we move to the psychopath, Indonesia is 1.97, less than the average in the world. The average in the world, that is something positive. And then the highest score we have is Ethiopia, and the lowest score, I think, we have from Chile. Let me see if we have less than. The lowest score, I think, is Chile, if I'm not wrong. A country in Latin America. In terms of the narcissism, the score of the Indonesia is 3.01. We have the highest score Lebanon, and the lowest score, I think, is here. 2.38 is India, if I'm not wrong. And intention to become a social entrepreneurs, and impacting positively to the peoples around of you in the society. The highest score belongs to the Yemen, the country which is involved war and conflict for a long time. And then we have the score of Indonesia is 5.41, which is high, is above the average of the world. And then in terms of intention to become entrepreneurs, the highest score is for Saudi Arabia, and the score of Indonesia is 4.97, is again above the average of score of the what we found in 30 countries. Could you please again scan this barcode and then answer the second survey we have,
Okay. Wait.
please?
Or yes, participants can also use their phone and type into the link with the backup, right?
But sorry, I didn't get you.
The backup here, then directly participant can use their phone to link to the website, the form.
I'm sharing the chat box the link.
Together.
Yeah. Let me see the survey and to see how.
Yes, all participants can click the link in the chat box from Professor Asghar to some surveys.
In the chat box.
Okay. One. I already copied to the chat box.
Yeah, thanks.
Alright.
So we have so far 11 responses. And it seems that we have, my colleague also in the project also attending in this event. If I'm not mistaken, let me see if she is here.
Your colleague.
Yeah, if I'm not, Fida Dini. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. Could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, Professor. I'm one of your team.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hello.
that's the person. Yeah, that's the person who collected data from Indonesia. Thank you.
Yes, I
you.
also helped by Abdullah Haidar to spread the data in Indonesia.
Yeah, I remember. Thank you so much. If you have any question about this presentation, please, you can also reach my colleague. Thank you. So we have 47 responses. Okay, let me back to my presentation, and later I will share the result of this survey. I will share with you the result. So, okay, let's continue. I'm not going to take a lot of your time. It's going to be 5 minutes, and then you are not going to see me anymore. So, thinking style, the way we are thinking the way as a person, as I told you at the beginning, I believe that we are a unique person. The way we are thinking, that is going to impact the way we, or the intention we are going to have, the way we are solving the problem can be an outcome of our thinking style. The decision, the way we are making decision, we are fast decision makers, or we are spending a lot of times to making a decision also can be partially explained by our thinking style, the way we are behaving in the workplace, in the school, in the university, also can be an outcome of our thinking style. What we are planning for our future, also our thinking style contributing a lot. The way we are planning for our future. In one of the, we have had two, we have different type of the thinking style, but in one of the research we have done by using this huge data set, we also try to know about the thinking style and how the thinking style may be helping us to find entrepreneurial opportunity, or is not going to help us to find such opportunity in around of us. So we have two different type of the thinking style in our research: analytic thinking style, or a step by step, using logic. And once you are facing a problem or situation, you are trying to make it smaller. The problem you face, for instance, you are working in a company, you are trying to find why a project failed, you may, break down this to different factors. For instance, maybe it was not adequate planning for this project. Maybe you didn't have enough resources, or maybe you had everything, but it was a kind of poor team performance, or you maybe just missed the deadline. You forget to complete it on time. So when you are seeing a situation and you are facing a problem, you are trying to break down to different part, and you are trying to do it step by step, analyzing one by one, and trying to analyzing the facts, the data, and you are a person who always, in love with the data, and you are not making a decision unless you have enough data, enough information, enough facts to support that decision. So that decision, you are always looking for evidence before making important decision. Data oriented, you are a data oriented person, you are a rational person, you are following the logic, you are trying to break down the complex situation to different small sectors, and then analyzing it individually. So that is analytic thinking style. The next one is the holistic thinking style. When you are facing a situation or you are planning for future, you are considering the big pictures, and you are considering the big pictures, and you are considering how is the situation from different angle, from different perspectives. Instead of investing one part, a small part, for instance, why you are your number of the customers declining, just considering for instance one problem, such as maybe you had a poor advertising strategy, you are considering the whole, maybe the whole situation, and then you are considering the company, the product, the peoples, the competitors, the customers, the internal customers, which are employees, and trying to see, how all of these factors, they are connected to each others, and how they are explaining the situation. You are a big pictures person. And as an entrepreneur, also, when you are starting a new business, you are not thinking about just yourself, you are not thinking about the profit. Here, when you have an analytic thinking style, you are more concerned about the profit, how your business is going to make profit, in which price you are going to sell your new product and the services, how many employees you are going to hire. And you always, for each of them, you are doing a lot of analysis using different fact and data to before making such decision. But when you are considering the big picture, you are thinking about something out of your business, how your business is going to contribute to the society, how your business is going to impact to the environment, how your business is going to provide job opportunity for the peoples, how your business is going to solve some issue in your local community. And of course, profit also is one part, but is not the all. Is not all. You are seeing the whole pictures, how you are going to make a positive impact to the society through starting your new businesses. These two thinking styles are different. Some of the peoples, they have a kind of balanced thinking style. They are using both, but some of us, we are more analytic thinking style following, and some of us also, we are holistic thinking style. Coming back to our survey, which I shared with you, let me see. It's not here. Is here? Yeah, easier. Let's see about our participant, how you are different in terms of the thinking. Can you see the result? Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah, thanks. Out of the 59, almost 60%, yes, 60% who answer our survey, it was very simple how you're planning for your life. How are you following a step-by-step planning, or you're considering the full picture? And 46% they are considering holistic thinking style. You're more concerned about the whole picture than a specific factors, but also 53% are more analytic thinking style. When you are planning to start your business, new business, most probably you are going to do a lot of marketing research. You are going to do, to analyze the product and the services and the chance of your product and the services going to be successful in the market. You are going to think about a lot about the prices of your product and the services, and you are going to do it step by step. And the others, 46, they are more holistic thinking. They are considering the big picture. They are thinking about something outside of, outside, beyond their business, how their business is going to make a positive impact to the whole society, how we are going to solve a specific society problem with our new business. So let's see how the words are which one do you think our data supporting which of these thinking style in terms of the having entrepreneurial intention and finding new opportunity, entrepreneurial opportunity in the world? Our data from 30 countries, with using almost I don't know, maybe more than 8 to 10,000 data we collected from 30 countries. Our data support big picture thinking style. Those who are having this big picture thinking style, they have more intention to become entrepreneurs, and they find more entrepreneurial opportunity around themselves. Maybe because they are trying to see how the different factors, economic factors, cultural factors, environmental factors, technology, how they are interconnected. And when you are seeing in this way, you can find more entrepreneurial opportunity, because you are seeing how the things around of you changing and happening. And they are not spending a lot of time to do a kind of a step-by-step analysis, planning, and they are more flexible. And the word of the entrepreneurship is a word of uncertainty. And you need to be flexible. You need to be flexible in this unknown world. And holistic thinking, since they are considering the whole picture, they are more future-oriented. And we have a lot of study also which support when you are entrepreneurs or you are thinking about becoming entrepreneurs, you are a kind of, future-oriented. So my last slide, and why I'm here and what I was trying to say in this almost long. I took a lot of, I'm sorry, I took a lot of your time.
It's okay, Professor.
Yeah, for you is morning time. Here is 10.
Yeah, it's too late for you there.
Yeah,
We're sorry
yeah.
for that. Okay.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the conclusions for you.
Yeah, takeaways. What you are here to just for the last slide. Yeah. For me, entrepreneurship or becoming entrepreneurship is about being optimistic, being flexible, and thinking about the future. Entrepreneurship is about the future. Entrepreneurship for me is more than making just profit. Is more than making is more about making an impact. how your new business is going to change the life of the people who are around after you, instead of the thinking about how I'm going to make a lot of money to become a rich person. Entrepreneurship, or somebody who thinking to start a new businesses, should be more concerned how the new business is going to impact positively, how it's going to make the world better place for the coming generation. Invest in online part of your business. If you are starting and you are thinking startup and new businesses, invest a lot in online part. The world is always online. And before starting your business, think about yourself, what you want to become, why you need to start a new businesses, and try to understand yourself. And we are almost we are all in the same boat. And consider the full picture, not only your business, the planet, the community around of you. And don't afraid of making mistake. Keep learning, keep experiencing new things. And life is a journey, is a short journey. And we have this gift. We have this just one-time gift, is a journey. And why I believe the life is journey. I spent my life in almost 6-7 countries around of the world, from Iran, India, Chile, Peru, Mexico, Malaysia, in the last almost 17-18 years. Life is a journey, and enjoy each step. Pay attention to those who are around of you and keep moving forward. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Yeah, please. I know you have a lot of interesting question. I'm here to answer if I can answer to your question. And if you prefer to write to me, here is my email address. You can reach me. If you are a researcher doing research about entrepreneurship, I will be happy to know and to if possible, to help, and then to provide you some tip and guidance. And for any question, yeah, please.
Thank you so much, Professor Asghar, for such insightful and thought-provoking presentations. It's really honored to have learned from your expertise. Yeah, it's over time for you there. We are sorry for that, but yeah, perhaps we have like 2 or 3 questions here, but we'll prioritize the people or the participants who raise hands so that they can ask the questions, or perhaps can do chat box comment. So yeah, everyone, it's open question and answer. You can raise your hands to directly ask the question for the professors.
Yes, Hamza.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much, Prof. Asghar, for this wonderful presentation. Thank you for this opportunity for us. I really learned and enjoy. I just have questions not related to the presentation. I have maybe related just a little. So my questions about my interest to make business in the future. So should I study bachelor majors, bachelor related to business? Because now my major now law field. So I study law, politics. And also I'm thinking that if I continue my studies in master with management or business in master, so should I have to study bachelor or what? I don't know how to see about to make business. Should I study business or should I continue in master? Thank you so much.
Sure. Interesting question. Do I need a kind of business background, business education, or business field background to be entrepreneurs or not? I'm going to say 100% no. So that is a kind of, you know, research line I'm doing. I'm trying to know who they are. Entrepreneurs, the most of entrepreneurs or those who are in this field, they have a kind of diverse background. They have a kind of business background, but they are not coming only from business schools. They are coming from engineering, from law, from economy department. They are coming from the different field. I'm recommending you, if you are planning to start your business, maybe attending some short-term programs about entrepreneurship, about the business, knowing about the business models, and also attending in MBA programs. Maybe that can be a good option, because you are going to know about the market, about how to analyze the market before starting your business, and those knowledge is going to help you once you are starting and you already start your businesses. Business schools are good. They are providing a good knowledge, but I'm not saying if you don't join them, you are not going to be entrepreneurs. That is not true.
Thank you so much.
Okay. I also saw before people who raise your hand. Yeah, that's Mr. Ibrahim from Nigeria. Take your time.
Yes, Ibrahim Yakubu, Nigeria. I had a lot of Nigerian students in the last couple when I was in Malaysia. Yes, Ibrahim, go ahead, please.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Yeah, actually, this is a great pleasure to be in this session, and it is insightful. I wouldn't have learned what I've learned without being here, actually. Yeah, my question goes to our able speaker, Professor. I would like more highlights on this, on how climate change can be the devastating issue. I can say, how can it be the challenge in terms of entrepreneurship? I really need more highlights on this.
Is going to be provide opportunity. How the climate change is going to provide, of course, is going to provide challenges, and providing a lot of challenges at the moment, especially in terms of the raw materials, making problem in the supply chain process, and the governmental, regulation is going to be tough day by day. That is the most of the challenges because of the climate change. The positive side also, I'm talking about the way the new opportunity, business opportunity in the different type of the industrial sectors. For instance, you can think about starting a new business in the packaging, for instance, in packaging, and providing eco-friendly packaging solution for the different company. That is a kind of opportunity, or you can provide starting a new business in agriculture and helping the farmers who doesn't have a kind of this new knowledge, and they're following more traditional way. Your startup can help them to minimize the level of the water they are using, for instance, or using as more sustainable business models. About the circular energy right now is a very hot topic around of the world. Everyone talking about the circular energy and how then we can use and reuse our materials and in the different for different type of the product and the services. Those also new opportunity. That is something I can talk about. Yeah, those are the opportunity. I think the climate change mostly is negative, but mostly is negative for the businesses, but also providing a new opportunity for the new businesses with the new business models. I hope I answer your question, Ibrahim.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, as I see from the chat box, we have like a couple of questions, but perhaps we can choose one from Tifal Yunna Nasiha. Sorry, I don't spell your name right. Well, you want me to read the questions or Professor Asghar?
Yeah, if you go
Yeah.
with the most easiest one, choose the most easiest one.
Right. Okay. From people, thank you, Professor Asghar, for the insightful presentations. I would like to ask, what strategies can individuals use to enhance their ability to recognize entrepreneurial opportunities, especially considering their unique personal characteristics? Thank you.
Characteristic, yeah, personal characteristic. My research is a kind of disappointing, you know. My research is my research outcome from Latin America, from the other part of the world also, is a kind of, you know, having a kind of disappointing. I didn't share here, you know. When you have more dark personality, you are going to find more entrepreneurial opportunity. That is something my research trying to say, but I'm not going to say that, you know, I'm not going to say that is something that is really something, is not something ethical. But for me, finding opportunity, the first thing I'm recommending is considering the, you know, your thinking style, the way you are seeing the world. My research is more talking about having a big picture, considering the big, what, you know, the peoples, the community, the planet, and then your personal idea for the new starting a new businesses. But my recommendation is you need to have a kind of diverse background. You know, if you are a student and you are right now a bachelor student in a one field, I'm recommending to have your master programs in a different field, and also attending a short term entrepreneurial programs to know how you can assess the situation. You know, assess the risk, the risk of your new project. How possible is to apply your new idea to start a new businesses. So for me, entrepreneurship is about the future, is about being optimistic, is about being flexible, is about being, you know, is not about just having a technology background, is about the other thing, is more mentally than how much money you have, is more about the way you are thinking, is more about flexibility you are showing, the resistance you have on the way, because is not something easy. You need to know it's not something easy. Otherwise, we could all become entrepreneurs. Becoming entrepreneurs, starting your business is one of the most challenging, and you need to be ready, and you need to be flexible, and also at the same time you need to be think positively about the future. And for me, consider the full picture is how your business is going to change the life of the others, instead of thinking a lot about the prices and how you are going to make a profit. Yeah, next.
Okay. Perhaps people or participants here can directly ask questions if it's possible, but we have one last questions because I know it's overtime in your place. Yeah, from Sahabuddin. Thank you, Prof. My question is, what are the key qualities you believe every successful entrepreneur should have?
Yeah, for a long time, we were talking in academia, we were talking about risk taking. You know, we were talking that the entrepreneurs, they are highly risk takers, but that was not true. The entrepreneurs is the person who taking a moderate risk, not a high risk. If you are thinking about taking a high risk, most probably you are going to fail in that project, in that business idea. You need to take a moderate level of the risk. When you are analyzing your research idea, business idea, that should not have a high risk, should have a moderate level of the risk. When you have moderate level of the risk, when you have the more information about your business idea, about the target customers you are going to you target in the market, about the way you are going to solve a specific problem for your community. So for me, one of the key quality is taking not high risk, is taking a moderate level of the risk before us and in your new project. For me, having a kind of academic backgrounds is important. Having studying in a university, knowing the people's, communicating with the different peoples is going to provide you some insight, some insight, and also knowing about that new technology. That is the most important part, because we are changing. We are in the beginning of the big revolution in terms of the technology, and you need to have such knowledge. You need to have that knowledge also. That is also critical. That is the critical for this new world we are having. And you can see the changes in the education, in higher education, and during the COVID, after the COVID, we are seeing a big changes. Now, all of the professors we have, as a professors, we have a lot of difficulty to have an exam. And previously, we could have an exam and to assess the quality of our student. Now we can't, because everyone can use the ChatGPT, the others AI technologies, and we don't know this comes from a student or from the ChatGPT. So it's a big changes. So as an entrepreneurs, as somebody who are thinking about becoming entrepreneurs, you need such knowledge as well. That is very, very important.
Thank you so much, Professor Asghar, for your insightful discussions today. But yeah, we ended the Q&A sessions. And ladies and gentlemen, as we approach the final segment of today's seminar, we would like to invite Professor Jahanshahi, sorry if I mistaken to share your name, to share his closing thought or key takeaways from this session. Please take your time, Professor.
Just one last point, and I'm just not going to take that. When the Haider, if I'm not pronouncing the name wrongly, Haider, when the Haider approached me and asked me for this research talk, it could take around 2 or 3 seconds of my time to say, sorry, I'm busy. So, but I could have a lot of reasons. Say, okay, they're not going to pay me. Nobody is not going to add anything to my CV, to my background. And that is a kind of analytic thinking style. You are using always the logic to say, okay, what is going to give me this seminar? And it's going to take a lot of my time to prepare. So I can say as easily, sorry, Haider, I'm busy, or I have no time to this presentation. Or even though I can ignore and don't answer the message. But when you are thinking about the whole, about the big picture, you may say, okay, maybe just one, I'm going to give a presentation. I'm going to take, a lot of my time during January. It really is a crazy busy time for me always. And prepare for this presentation. Maybe with saying something, I'm going to impact, I'm going to change, I'm going to increase the passion of some person. I'm going to make an impact or contribute somehow. We need to think about, consider the full picture, the planet, the peoples, those who are in the other parts, not just ourselves. That is the kind of thinking style we need in this crazy world.
Thank you, Professor Asghar, for your time, and we appreciate. Give applause by online to Professor Asghar. Okay, but before we officially conclude today's seminar, we would like to present a certificate of appreciations to Professor Asghar for these invaluable contributions as our keynote speaker. So I invite the organizing committee to share the certificate on the screen. Okay, we should take a picture, right? Thank you, committee members, and congratulations once again, Professor Afshar Jahanshahi, for well-deserved recognitions. And we also want to proceed to the group sessions for our participants today. It was really amazing, like 70 participants here. So perhaps we can open the camera for all the participants, if it's possible, so we can take a picture together.
Operator, please stop the share screen.
You are in the future. You are in 18. We are still in 17 January.
Okay. Professor, thank you for the time and for the knowledge. I'm sorry for the distribution. Okay, I will screenshot the Zoom. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next, 1, 2, 3. Next, 1, 2. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much once again, Professor Asghar. We also have a presence for our best questions today. So the participants that I called their names, perhaps can contact the committee organization to get the present. The first one is Ms. Tifal Yumna, which give a question from the chat box, and Mr. Ibrahim Yakubu, which give a question from the directly. Well, so we are in the end stations of our amazing event today. And thank you so much again for all the participants, for all the committee, and for all the amazing keynote speaker. Let us close with a prayer, and I would like to invite the committee to lead the prayer. So please welcome Mr. Fikru Masyukuri.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor for me to close this insightful seminar with a prayer. So let us pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, seeking his blessing, guidance, and approval for all the effort and initiative we have carried it today. Now allow me to lead the prayer. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin, hamdan syakirin, hamdan yu'afi ni'amahu wa yukafi'u mazidah. Ya Rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa 'azimi sultanik. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali sayyidina Muhammad. Salatan tunjina biha min jami'il ahwali wal afat wa taqdilna biha jami'al hajat wa tudahhiruna biha min jami'is sayiat wa tarfa'una biha 'indaka 'ala darajat wa tuballighuna biha aqsal ghayat min jami'il khairati fil hayati wa ba'dal mamat. Allahumma inna nas'aluka salamatan fid din wad dunya wal akhirah wa afiyatan fil jasad wa sihatan fil badan wa ziyadatan fil ilmi wa barakatan fil rizqi wa taubatan qabla al maut wa rahmatan 'inda al maut wa maghfiratan ba'da al maut. Allahumma hawwin 'alaina fi sakaratil maut wan najata minan nari wal afwa 'inda al hisab. Allahumma inna na'udzubika min al-'ajzi wal kasal wal bukhl wal haram wa 'adzabil qabr. Allahumma inna na'udzubika min 'ilmin la yanfa' wa min qalbi la yakhsha wa min nafsi la tashba wa min da'wati la yustajabu laha. ربنا اغفر لنا ذنوبنا ولوالدينا ولمشايخنا ولمعلمنا ولمن له حق علينا ولمن أحب إلينا ولكافة المسلمين أجمعين. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة عين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Mr. Ketua for the prayer. So, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the Tazkia Youth Preneur International Seminar 2025. We hope you found this session inspiring and insightful. We also remind you to don't forget to attend this forum that already on the comment. And thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you in the future events next year. And I'm, as a moderator, I'm sorry so much. I'm sorry that I have mistaken of the words. And also thank you so much once again for Professor